Welcome back, everybody. It's Troy here again. Another day in the Project C.a.r.s qualifying. We'll go straight to that. This is the last round of the historic cars, and we'll go to the GT5s. After this, no idea. As you saw the last video, I can't work out what the calendar says and what my schedule is, which I think I need a personal assistant for that, but we shall forward ahead to Alton Park. This is the one I can't drive very competitive in because it's very thin. Don't know. Can't remember the track. It might be. Which means I'm going to have to qualify hard. Otherwise, I'm going to have a very difficult job climbing back up the ranks. Yep, this is the very narrow track. So this is going to be very dicey. And it's going to be do or die for this. Ah, it's the bigger track. So that goes down there. Trying to remember this track. I don't remember the smaller one. That was dicey. Don't like that corner. Nice little tight cut in. Got to be careful through there because it's going to be very easy to spin the wheels up and lose control. Like that. Hopefully it doesn't rain here, because if it rains here, I am screwed. This track is hard enough to drive on when it's in the dry. I feel I'm going too slow there. And then this is the part where it gets dicey. This little back straight, because it's not straight. And this corner sneaks up on you, but it should be able to make good time up on the PC there because the AI seems to not be very aggressive through that. I tend to be too aggressive through that. You know, we'll do what we do. We crash, we burn. Well, we don't really burn, there's no fire in this, but we will push hard as we can get. I don't know if I'm catching this guy. I feel like I am. I definitely am because I'm right behind him now. But I feel like he's faster in the back half. Just need to be nice and gentle. Now I gotta make it past this guy. Without bottling us both off and invalidating the lap. Which may be trickier to do than reality. Maybe if I scare him without scaring the crap out of myself. Wasn't expecting him to brake so hard through there. This is a bad place to try and overtake. So I can be a bit more aggressive through there. Just have to make sure I don't punt anyone off. Don't lose it now, you dumbass. I've got the fastest lap, but I don't know what everyone else is doing. Just wonder if I should risk it or keep pushing to see if I can go faster again. We'll see what this first sector time is. If I'm about the same, there's no point going around again. And we'll let the fate of the randomness decide on where we come. A little too aggressive. Oh. Pretty consistent actually, time-wise. Should be quicker through this back part, only for the fact being I don't have that car slowing me down. I can still feel the back end trying to pop out, so I'm going to have to maybe not be as aggressive as I'm trying to be. There's half a second. I knew I'd be quicker through here. Only for the fact being is that I was actually letting off the throttle when I was behind that guy before. This one you can actually go a lot later in and braking. And 1.5 seconds off. What we'll do is we'll jump to the end of the session because we seem to be a lot faster than everyone else. And they caught up. It's always a bummer. That's fine. We can take these guys out. In the racing sense, we're not going to actually take these guys out, and it's dark. Beautiful start there. Didn't overtake completely on the track, but you know what? I'll take that. This guy's still next to me. Now he's gone. Wonder if this game's pretty good at pulling you up on penalties. So I wonder if I actually would have got penalised in real life for doing that. I don't think I would have. I wasn't really getting an advantage by going across the grass. I wasn't cutting out any corner, so probably would have got away with it. Don't drop down so many gears. And smooth sailing from here. We just got to win, not throw it away. Which can be quite easy to do by being too aggressive through the corners. If I'm going to lose it, it's going to be here or that corner, this corner coming up. These are the places where I'm going to lose it because I'm too aggressive through there. I love that corner. You can really dive down on the inside there. Take that quicker than the AI as long as you brake while you're straight. Do not turn the wheels. I think I like most about these racing games. For me, it's the challenge of pushing a car. I know some people don't like driving with the racing line. And to be honest, I only do it because I don't play enough to be able to memorize all the braking points for every single track. Like, this isn't the only game I play. I can understand the people that do want to do that. It adds that extra bit of realism. But for me, I love pushing the cars. And I love also seeing the fact that it says that you should brake here on that red marker. And going past that and still basically being in control of the car, overtaking everyone. That's the fun I actually like with these games. So that one there, I could be way more aggressive. So the challenge is then to see how aggressive you can be without throwing it all away like I just did then. And as you can see, that was a little too aggressive. I told you it'd be this part of the track that undoes me. It's all off camber, it's all bumpy. Seems to be my downfall, just that little back stretch. So now I'm going to have to make sure I drive extra smooth without any mistakes, because whatever lead I had then to correct that fuck up is not going to be there. No pressure, but there is a guy right behind me. I wasn't super fast through there, but I'll take it. Yeah, so I enjoy that little part. Pushing, and as you can see, when you are pushing, sometimes you can still make a mistake. But I enjoy that challenge. Oh, in this game it seems to, in this game, like Forza, you can, it's more about how aggressive you can position the car, if that makes sense. If you can put yourself into an area so that you hit the corner better, you might get more drive out of the corner. Forza seems to be not more about that, but that's the way it seems to respond to the way I play it. This game seems to really focus on traction, and it really comes down to throttle control. You can throw a car on the inside that you would normally pull off in, say, Forza, but it will still lose control because you lit up the rear tires. At the same time, you can go around people around the outside and do crazy shit around a corner, all just by how well you can control the throttle. And that's the part I like about this game. It feels more technical when you play it. That probably doesn't make sense to anyone. I'd probably describing it in totally the wrong way. But it doesn't matter because we've won the championship and I know what I'm talking about. So now we get to go to a new car for this round. Congratulations. Don't want to jinx it. It could be start of a streak. Hey Troy, not great out there. What happened? Oh, that's the qualifying. Well, fuck you. I won. So where are we now? Brands Hatch Showdown. Oh, is this going to be a shitty car? I get to pick the car. No, I don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Might have that. Pick the same one again. BSC Mono. I might go the Audi. I know I didn't click the first aerial, but don't worry about that. That's fine. Supercar US Club Sport Trophy. So we'll have to check that out because that seems to be what I'm doing next. So we'll enter. And we're at Brands Hatch. Is it going to be raining? That is going to be the question. The question of the day. Is it raining? And the survey says no. Nice and clear. First one out, so when I crash and burn, I got no one to blame. The only good thing that will come out of this is if it does rain, I do have all-wheel drive, which will help quite a lot. It does mean that it will understeer a bit harder in the corners than the other cars. I think I'm going to take that trade-off for the traction and grip you get. I haven't raced on this track for ages. Actually, no, maybe I have. Maybe I did do it recently, I can't remember. I think the last time I drove on here it did rain. Right at the end. Lovely. Car feels a little floaty, but that's fine. Says as he slides around the corner and almost loses control. Really does want to understeer through the corner. You can feel the front trying to keep pushing and go straight as I'm trying to turn it right. That is one thing I do like about this game. Like I said, the other sim games, I know they do it to a certain extent, but some aren't as pronounced, or I can't drive the cars fast enough to get like these effects. But each car in here really does feel different, and each car does feel like it is punishing you if you do push it too hard. And I also like the way that I do say, like, you can feel the car squirm and wobble and feel light, and I've never driven a car around a racetrack, so it could be totally the exact same feeling, but I like the fact you feel the car wobble, and you can also use that weight against you. So if you flick it one direction first, in some of the corners you can actually stabilize the car by doing that, and that feels pretty cool. I think I'm going fast. No idea, because I'm in front, so I only get to find out what everyone else is doing after the fact. So we'll see what we're doing now, check what everyone else is doing. If we seem to be way ahead, we'll jump ahead. Very, very slidey there. I'll have to remember that in the race. Wrong gear out of that corner, but that's fine. Let's see what the split time is. I'm close. Then we'll call it. Going sideways isn't going to help. Half a second up. Too aggressive through there, but I'll take it because we're not sliding. Then honestly thought we'd get a penalty for, or get a warning for going off the track and invalidate the time there, but managed to keep that. Now we just get to see what everyone else is doing. They got very sideways into that corner. One and a half seconds. And then I was looking at the map and I've spun out. So I've spun out. So that will be enough of that. I should be fine. Not so fine. I'll see what we can do in the race. Nice and foggy. It's always foggy in this race. Nice and foggy in this race. Always seems to be nice and foggy here. And we're off. Be careful around here. When I said careful, I meant I have to take everyone out because I'm an asshole. And very dicey through here. Got people all around me. Let's see if I can follow this Porsche. He seems to know what's going on. He's all over the track. I'm going to be trying to outbrake a Porsche, which is generally very hard. But I made it stick, so that's fine. Totally wrong gear out of that corner. We're into P4. That was all my fault. Unlucky Porsche driver. My bad. So I'm going to have to take on this McLaren who seems to be very, very fast. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to catch him. Considering I want to keep throwing it sideways for every corner for some reason. Come out of the corner in the right gear. See if I can duck up on the inside on this guy. Made that stick. Now he's got to catch the other two guys. I think I might be able to catch second place. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch first place. He seems to be... Oh, he's not that far against second, so if I can get the second cleanly, I might be able to... No, he's too far away. Don't even think I'm going to get into second. Don't spin it. Now he's caught up on my ass. Yeah, they're gone. Very, very, very twitchy under braking. Wonder if that's because the track's cold or something. It's fine, I can pull away from here. But those guys are too far away. Oh, I've caught a second on them, but I'm going to need more than a second per half to catch that. So there's going to be an interesting season. Oh shit. That just completely lost traction under braking then. So that's one thing, like I was saying before, I do like the challenge in that game, in this... Start again. I do like the challenge in this game of the way the car handles. Like it feels like you can play with the movement and using it to your advantage. But sometimes then, like I'm not even sure, I'd have to watch the video again to see what I actually did. I just felt like I just tapped the brakes and it just completely went away on me. But it doesn't matter, we came third. So that is something, I guess. Oh, that's it. One off. Okay then. So now, good job, tough battle, happy with the result. You are too, not really, but you know, what am I going to do about it? Going to cry about it? So what is this? US Club Sport. What cars do we get to choose? 1. Awesome. I was hoping to get a few extra cars. Maybe not yet. So we get to have a look at that next round. So until then, guys, I'll see you next time where we get to race in Road America in this track here we're looking at. I'll see you next time.